Sahih al-Bukhari 1081. Narrated Yahya bin Ishaq. I heard Anas saying, we traveled with the Prophet from Medina to Mecca and offered 2 rakat for every prayer till we returned to Medina. I said, did you stay for a while in Mecca? He replied, we stayed in Mecca for 10 days. Sahih al-Bukhari 1082. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar. I offered the prayer with the Prophet, Abu Bakr and Umar at Mina, and it was of 2 rakat. Uthman in the early days of his caliphate did the same, but later on he started praying the full prayer. Sahih al-Bukhari 1083. Narrated Harita bin Wahab. The Prophet, I led us in the prayer at Mina during the peace period by offering 2 rakat. Sahih al-Bukhari 1084. Narrated Abdur Rahman bin Yazid. We offered a 4 rakat prayer at Mina behind Ibn Affan. Abdullah bin Mas'udi was informed about it. He said sadly, truly to Allah we belong and truly to Him we shall return. And added, I prayed 2 rakat with Allah's Messenger, at Mina and similarly with Abu Bakr and with Umar, during their caliphates. He further said, may I be lucky enough to have 2 of the 4 rakat accepted, by Allah. Sahih al-Bukhari 1085. Narrated Ibn Abbas. The Prophet and his companions reached Mecca in the morning of the 4th Dhul Hijjah reciting Talbiyah, O Allah, we are obedient to your orders, we respond to your call, intending to perform Hajj. The Prophet ordered his companions to assume the ram for Umrah instead of Hajj, excepting those who had Hadi, sacrifice, with them. Sahih al-Bukhari 1086. Narrated Ibn Umar. The Prophet said, a woman should not travel for more than 3 days except with a dimaram, i.e. a male with whom she cannot marry at all, e.g. her brother, father, grandfather, etc., or her own husband. Sahih al-Bukhari 1087. Narrated Ibn Umar. The Prophet said, a woman should not travel for more than 3 days except with a dimaram. Sahih al-Bukhari 1088. Narrated Abu Hurairah. The Prophet, P.B.H. said, it is not permissible for a woman who believes in Allah and the last day to travel for 1 day and night except with a mahram. Sahih al-Bukhari 1089. Narrated Anas bin Malik. Offered 4 rakat of Zuhr prayer with the Prophet, P.B.H. at Medina and 2 rakat at Dhul Hulayfa, i.e. shortened the Asr prayer. Sahih al-Bukhari 1090. Narrated Aisha. When the prayers were first enjoined they were of 2 rakat each. Later the prayer in a journey was kept as it was, but the prayers for non-travelers were completed. Az-Zuri said, I asked Urwa what made Aisha pray the full prayers in journey. He replied, she did the same as Uthman did.